Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of the PhDyer vlog. Excuse my voice. I've been sick for like, I don't know, maybe like 3 or 4 days now. I had what seemed to be like some kind of flu. So, I mean, naturally I tested for COVID. It came out negative, so I'm not really sure what it is, but it's some kind of like bad cold. Jarrett had it first and then I got it, so I'm not feeling that great. But I just wanted to come on and do an update on some of my makes and like where I'm at with a couple things. Some fun things that we just got in. So as you know, we've been doing the ice cream orders. We just got in the little ice cream trucks. This is one of the ice cream trucks. They come in like different colors. Super cute. It says yummy and ice cream on the front. It does open up. So like a lot of your ice cream goodies are gonna go inside this ice cream truck. So So most of the orders include a Notions pouch, charms, and then there's an extra goodie that we have not revealed. I'm going to show you guys what the extra goodie is. So just so you know, the extra goodie is Neapolitan ice cream black tea. So we bought this from a small maker in Toms River, New Jersey. It does have like small bits of freeze-dried ice cream in it, chocolate liqueur, cocoa butter, sugar, chocolate, black tea, freeze-dried ice cream bits, sugar, salt, and some kind of cocoa pressed blend. And so we got this Neapolitan ice cream. It's called Idiosyncrasies Neapolitan flavored. And so they come in these little tea bags. We're gonna give a tea bag with each ice cream order. And so your little tea bag will go in here, your ice cream flavored tea. And the idea is that, yeah, you can't eat the yarn for your ice cream order, but you know, now you can have a cup of tea that tastes like ice cream, which I think is pretty cool. So we've been filling ice cream orders for the last 2 weeks now. We got a couple others that I think we're gonna fill over the next week or so. We are picking a winner soon. Leave that kitty alone. What did you eat? Lady Bell and the cat are playing. So yeah, I think we're gonna have pretty good success with the ice cream thing. I like the little live events we do. I hope you're enjoying them as well. And so aside from the banana split, which comes with a sock sack, your little bag, the Notions pouch, the charms, and the tea will come in that little ice cream truck, and then your yarn will come in a box. Other than this, like this will go in with your yarn, and it'll be a nice little Happy Meal that you get to open up. So yeah. So minis and self-striping went out. I am sorry that they're a little late. I got a little held back with the show and everything. I am going to continue doing them at the end of the month, where you're always receiving the previous month's. That's just the way Patreon works, because you're charged at the first of the month, so you're always receiving the previous month's. And so these were April minis, which you've received now, well, which you will receive at the end of May, hopefully, instead of the beginning of June. Sorry, I was a little late. But I did the pure white, finally, that you guys really wanted, and the pure black. And then I did this really pretty butterfly purple mini. So this self-striping was pretty cool to do. If you see, it has like these green speckles, the earthy green speckles.
That's because this one is all the colors from Storybook Endings. Let me see if I have that. Yeah, I do. So this is Storybook Endings. It was that skein that had that gorgeous storybook blue, like the sky, the princess pink, and then this really nice green speckle for like the ivy running up the tower or whatever, however you want to picture it. So I took all these colors and I made it into a self-striping yarn. So you should be getting your self-striping and your minis very shortly. They went out. This one is Mommy's, so she will get that one soon. I have a bunch of splash pad sets going out, so that's all set aside and that's ready. The knit along is going well. I'm at about the same spot I was for my first rocket tee, this one with the Fresh from the Coop set. I haven't done too much on this because I've actually started picking up. It is looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how it's turning out. Looking like a little t-shirt now. Yeah, I haven't done much on that because I started picking up my other one. So that one is at the point where it's just knitting around, and then it has the yarn over detail on the side, which you carry down the garment. So let me see if I can show you that. I kind of feel like I might have messed up on the one side for that, but I'm not really sure. It kind of seemed like it was working itself out. Yeah, here it is. So there's like a nice yarn over detail on the side. And so it's just knitting around with the yarn over detail on either side. And I want to get this one to that same point so that I have both where I can just be knitting around and doing the whole body the same way and I don't have to read so much into it. So this is the Darling Dahlia collection, the Swan Sunset and the Darling Dahlia Speckle in a slub and an 80/20. Oh, I'm sorry, a slub and a cashmere. This is actually cashmere. I had a high twist cashmere left. But yeah, so I've made some headway on this one. And it's coming out nice. I got like quite a few rows. I'm in the middle of a row right now. But it's coming out really, really nice. I think this one's going to be gorgeous. So I'm pretty excited about this one. I also really got into my sea glass tee lately, which kind of led me to put down my rocket tees a little more than I would have liked. But I just was having a lot of fun knitting this. So I really went with it. The shape is kind of odd though. I guess not when I really look at it. So yeah, I've finished quite a bit of this. Wait, my charm is stuck. There we go. I finished quite a bit of this over the last 2 days. I only really had a small section done and now I'm pretty far down. That totally sounds violent if you can hear it, but it really isn't. My kitty comes back for more. They just love playing really rough. Here, you want to see? Yep. Yep. Crazy. The yarn I put it on higher ground here because this is what happens. All right, you two. Crazy. So yeah, I was really like into my sea glass. Maria, let me see yours if you've worked on it. Let me know. I think it's coming out really pretty. At first I did something really stupid, and like every round I was like cutting the strand that I was like finished working with and picking up the new one, and then I realized like I could just literally leave it and pick it back up again when I come back around. I don't know why I was cutting them. I mean, I wove them all in, but I don't understand why I was making that so much harder on myself. So I stopped doing that and I started just dropping that one strand and then picking back up another. now she's mad because, like, Tigger is behind the boxes. So I just had a bunch of boxes come in for shipping. There's 125 pounds of wool out in the hallway as well. Oh, she's so excited. What's that kitty doing? All right, I know. So yeah, I'm all into the sea glass. Oh, it's great. So as soon as I feel a little better, I will, I think I'll get a little more done on this. All right, come on. Hey, come on. Come on, relax. Yeah, I'll get a little more done on the rocket tees. I really, really like the bright one, so I'm kind of all into that. But I know I'm going to get a ton of use out of the more neutral coupe colors because I wear a lot of neutrals and I feel like I'll just get a lot of wear out of it. I have not worked on my granny squares recently, but I'm kind of really excited to finish that. The funny part is I don't have a ton left to do. I mean, if I think about it, most of it's kind of done. All right. Lady Belle. Yeah, I mean, I really only have like 20 or 25 squares left. Lady Belle, please. Tigger, stop taunting Lady Belle. It's terrible. I'm just putting all the rest of my little charms on my sea glass tee. Alright, well, we're about to have knit night. I think that's all I really have for today. I know it's kind of like a short one. I did do an update in the garden, but then I got rained out. But I'll put that in here so you can see how the garden's doing. I did learn that the cilantro bolted, which is what happens when the soil is too warm. Bolting is basically when it like grows these stalky stems and it shoots up like 2 or 3 feet and then it starts to try to flower. So fortunately, I caught it in time where I cut off what was going to be flowers, because once it flowers, I was reading that the leaves lose a lot of their taste, their flavor. And actually, I could still smell the cilantro on my hands from, I was just out there trying to cut some of it. But I cut off the flower, well, the parts that would flower, and it seems like maybe it'll be okay. I don't know. I don't know if you can save bolted cilantro, but we'll see what happens. I was kind of reading once it bolts, it's done, where you kind of have to let it go through that, stop, Lady Belle. You have to let it go through that bolt and kind of be done with it for now. So I'm going to see if I can pinch it back and see what I can do about it. My lettuce is thriving and it's like filled the pot. So I'm definitely going to cut back some of those outer leaves. And the thyme, the rosemary, all of that's growing like really great. So I might actually go out there and cut some more out now. It seems like it stopped raining. So yeah, I can't wait to see you guys on knit night, and I will see you next week. Bye. So I'm making chicken noodles.
how fluffy it came out. Looks good though. I need more twist in it. So I just wanted to give you a quick update. Sorry about the barking dog. This puppy over here. Yep, not happy. I want to give you a quick update on the garden and how it's doing. So my cilantro is like a tiny tree right now. It just like grew up a whole lot, I think. And honestly, like the leaves got a lot thinner at the top. Almost looking like parsley. Rather than at the bottom here where it started, they're like full formed. I don't know really what causes that. I'll have to like look that up, but I definitely have to trim it. Like there's even little tiny flowers growing. I have to look up how to trim cilantro because it's like an actual tree now. Look how tall it is. My basil like sort of came back to life. If you remember, I had to tear a lot of this out because it had like a mildew towards the roots. But it seems like this part came back, but something is eating it. Yeah, I think it might actually be ants that are eating it, which are actually on me as I speak. Parsley's doing pretty good. The onions are growing out of control. This is all onions right here. All these. So I have to look up like what to do with them. This is all onions here. Something's eating this pepper a little more than this one. I honestly don't know what it could be, but oh, there's some thunder. There's a storm about to come. There's like little places where flowers have started, or like where the peppers are gonna grow. And then the lavender is doing pretty good. There are some that are not great. I'm just gonna pick those off. This is thyme. That's doing great. It's growing really out of control. And then this is rosemary. It's becoming like a tiny little bush. The tomato plants are doing really good. We had to get cages for them, but the one over here we put the cage on, and it had some of the branches break. I mean, since then it seems like it kind of healed up, and it's starting to get more places where it's going to get flowers again, because it had quite a few blooms on it, and then oh look, it's a little ladybug. Hi, ladybug. Oh, that's great. Maybe you're the one eating my plants? Oh, I think we found the culprit. Are you eating them? Oh, well, that's okay. All right. It's a ladybug. The lettuce is doing fantastic. It's pretty much like filled the entire bowl. I do have to harvest some of this now. There's just way too much of it. All these leaves down here are gonna have to come off. But I have a huge thing of romaine. The rest is like a healthy salad mix. And then this tomato plant was already doing fantastic. It had a lot of these flowers, which don't seem like they're becoming fruit, which is interesting. Like, I'm not sure when they're supposed to transition over to become fruit. I don't know. We'll see. These are peppers. But like I said, something's eating it. It might be that little ladybug. Do ladybugs eat that? I don't know. These are doing great. I don't remember what they're called, but anything purple in the garden, which was like this princess, lavender, the salvia right there, and then this other one, aren't doing that great. They're kind of dying off. This one's been struggling from the get-go. This one's like not that bad at all, but it's still not as good as it could be. It's not that great. And yeah, whatever these orange ones are, they're beautiful, and they're doing great. So yeah, everything's doing good. Oh no, I think the little ladybug left. I wanted a picture of him. Yeah. So that's how the garden's doing. If anybody has some tips, let me know. Okay, I read that this is called cilantro bolt, where the soil is too warm, and so it's growing these long shoots up. And it says to snip off where it's going to start to grow flowers to redirect the energy back to the leaves. So I'm gonna snip off some of those. Okay, so it started to pour on me, but I got all of this off of the cilantro. It still smells really fragrant, like cilantro should, but There was definitely some production of like flowers going on, which is like when the plant is basically trying to say like, hey, I did my job, spread my seeds, and it's over. So I just wanted to snip those off. I don't know if cutting off these thicker stems was a bad idea, but it kind of had to come off, so I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, I started pouring. Yep. I'd say they're getting a nice rain on now. So I found out that was called cilantro bolt, and basically, I don't know if that cilantro is going to be good anymore, but we'll see.